Hi everybody, welcome to We English. My name is Chris. It's great to see you again. And guess what today's lesson is? Yes, I'm sure you already know. It's I Can Make. Are you ready to make something? You know, I love making things, and I hope that you love making things too. Guess what we're going to make today? I wonder. It's BrushBots Part 2. That's right. We made a BrushBot before, and now we want to make a smart BrushBot. So how do we make a smart BrushBot? Well, let's take a look at our materials. First, we're going to need an Arduino board. Now, there are many kinds of Arduino boards. There's big ones, there's small ones, there's very expensive ones, and there's very inexpensive ones. Today we're going to use a small, inexpensive board called an Arduino Nano. They're very easy to find. You can buy them online or in many stores. We're going to need the Arduino IDE. IDE is Integrated Development Environment, IDE. This is so we can program the Arduino. The IDE is available online and you can download it for free. We're going to use a breadboard. It's not necessary to use a breadboard, but it makes it easy to test your circuits and know everything is working before you build the final project. We're going to use some resistors, and we need resistors because they control the flow of electricity so that we don't break our LEDs. And of course, LED, because we need our BrushBot to have little lights. Can't have lights without LEDs. And wires. We're going to have to put wires between the LEDs, the resistors, and the Arduino. Okay? Great. Tools. Yeah, we might need some tools. Probably could still use the glue gun, not necessary, and maybe some tape. Again, not really necessary today. We should be able to just connect the wires with our fingers, and that's all we have to do. But you might want to have these handy just in case. All right, let's make a plan. Well, what do you want the bot to do? I want my bot to run for a little while and stop, and run for a little while and stop. I want one light to blink, and I want one light to just stay on. Okay, that's what I want my bot to do. And you can play with the code later to decide what you want your bot to do. Where will you place the lights? So where do you want the lights on your bot to go? That's an important thing to think about. Maybe you want the lights where the eyes are, if you have eyes on your bot. Or maybe you want them on the sides, on the back. Maybe you want them everywhere. I don't know. Okay, we're going to design, of course. We can mark on the bot where the parts will go. Where do we want those lights to go? Where should the Arduino board go? Yeah. And then we can build, and there's an important thing. So we're going to use the breadboard to assemble our components when we build first. And after we do that, we're going to create the program in the IDE, and then we can load the program into the Arduino board. And we're going to test. We're going to make sure everything is working before putting it on the bot. That's what our breadboard is for. So now we're ready to build. Are you ready to build? Okay, now we've got our breadboard, and I just want to explain to you what we're using the breadboard to do. This is our Arduino. This is an Arduino Nano. It's very small, and it's going to control the bot. So first, we've got our lights, and you can see a light here, and each light needs a resistor here, and each light connects to a certain place on the Arduino. So let's explain how the circuit works. So we go from one of the pins on the Arduino to the breadboard. Now our resistor goes from the power of the Arduino out to the LED. Each LED is set up like this. You can see there's a long arm and a short arm. The long arm is positive and the short arm is negative. The negative should go to ground. So I take my long arm and put it next to the resistor since that's where my power is coming in. And then the negative goes here and goes to ground on the board. All the board shares one common ground back to the Arduino. The second LED, as you can see, also has power to a resistor, from the resistor to the LED, and then to ground. And then lastly, we have our motor, from the Arduino to the breadboard, and then to the motor, and then from the motor back to ground. So we're all set. We're going to use a USB cable to connect our Arduino to the computer. All right, I've got my breadboard all set up and ready to test. Now I just need to get my software ready to run the program I want. Okay, let's take a look at the software. As you see, we're running the Arduino IDE. The LED will turn on for 1 second, turn off for half a second, turn on for 1 second, turn off for half a second, and then back again. Whereas the motor will turn on for 2.5 seconds, and then it will turn off for half a second and turn back on for 2.5 seconds. And our third light will stay on the whole time. It will never turn off. Okay, I've got my software ready. Now I need to connect my Arduino to the computer so I can upload the program and test everything out. Okay, I've got my software set up and I'm going to plug in the Arduino to the computer here. Make sure that when you use your Arduino and you connect it to the computer that you know which COM port it's on. You see mine is COM 13 here, but in the software it says COM 12. If I try to upload the program now, it won't work because it's on the wrong COM port. So I need to make sure I set it to the correct COM port, COM 13. And now I'm ready to upload. Okay, now that it's uploaded, I'm ready to reconnect everything and test it. First thing I'm going to do is connect my ground. And then I'm going to connect my lights. Light number 1, light number 2, and light number, motor. And let's take a look and see what's happening here. All right, let's take a look. We've got one light on solid. We have one light blinking. Might be a little hard to see that light. It's not very bright. And then we have a motor that is spinning and turning off. On for 2.5, off for half. On for 2.5, off for half. So everything's working the way we want it to. Now we're ready to put it all on the bot in a final assembly. Okay, let's go ahead and build this thing. Now we can see everything is running, the lights are blinking, the motor's going, we're good. Congratulations, you've just made an intelligent brush bot. Okay, I've got everything put back together. You can see my Arduino board is on top of the battery, is on top of the bot. My light is blinking, my motor is running, my other light is on, and my intelligent brush bot is complete. I hope that your project was successful too. I can't wait to see it. Please share them with us, okay? Well, that's all for today. See you next time. Happy making!